studied in engineering faculty. Before he became a Toastmaster, he is shy, lack of confidence, and he has been a Toastmaster for over 10 years. And he thinks that is very nice to become a Toastmaster because he gains encouragement, friendship, and confidence. And later on, he will evaluate everything that takes place throughout the meeting. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Area N4 Director, ACB LOB, Tony Zheng.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the evening. She's so energetic. She's full of positive energy. And that's exactly a leader need to have. You need to lead your team to overcome different challenges, right? Let's once again give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. First of all, I'm Tony. I came from Hong Kong. Lucky for me that first joined Toastmaster, it was about 16 years ago when I was in Hong Kong having my undergrad. As mentioned by the Toastmaster of the evening, being a Toastmaster is the best investment in my life, apart from getting married with my wife. And indeed, I study engineering. I was so shy, I'm not good at English or communications. And in Hong Kong, and end up I have my career, my job in logistics or transportation. And in Hong Kong, we have an old saying. People said, if you do not have high education, you will end up in transportation. 我们有句话叫小时不读书，长大做运输。Lucky for me that having joined Toastmasters in the way that I improve a lot for my communication and leadership skills, so that I would like to take the pleasure to be here and serve as the GE for this evening. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And first, I arrived in meeting room at about 6 o'clock, and at that time, I already see a group of young talent. They are very passionate, full of hospitality, and they give me warm welcome. And let's give them a big hand for the young. Having talked to Ms. Harrison and also Chairman Zhang, I know that Zhanghua Bank, being one of the largest banks in Taiwan, has established it since 1905. Amazing. And when I meet the young talent at the counter, I suddenly understand why this company can survive more than 100 years. Give yourself a big hand. And I know that Zhanghua Bank is setting overseas branches in many countries, including Hong Kong, New York, and other places. And I see the vision of the top management would like to develop Zhanghua Bank into an international bank. That is amazing, and more than that, they have a vision to build the career platform for all the young talent staff here. And they know that Toastmaster is a good program for all the colleagues, so that they give support, give meeting room, the free dinner, and also a lot of resources. That's wonderful. You have a management with a vision and with a lot of focus, support for you, and that's really appreciated. Give them a big hand. And today, I like the theme of this meeting, leadership. Leadership. And we all know that there's a statement from Mr. Jack Welch, the former CEO of General Electric. He once said about leadership, before you are a leader, it's all about growing yourself. And when you become a leader, it's about growing other people. So this is the value for us to grow together. And apart from the prepared speeches, the table topic session, for unprepared speeches, the third session in Toastmaster meetings is evaluation sessions. And for the evaluation sessions, we will have the evaluation for the speakers. So I will invite a very beautiful lady sitting next to me, and she is going to evaluate for the prepared speaker by Yu Long. And let's welcome beautiful Jenny.
Thank you, Tony. Since my general evaluator is coming to the stage, so I have to be here. Okay, this is Jamie from International Banking Division. And Yu Long, thank you for sharing your idea of leadership with us. And that was a well-delivered speech because you have used several simple words and story to share with us, dragging in your personal experience that make us know what happened to you and what is leadership important to you. And before this meeting, last day we have been rehearsal, I know that you've been working on focused speaking skills of using simple words, using simple stories, and then makes everyone to know what is the main theme you want to deliver to us. And that was the thing that stood me out the most is that you have taken your pace to deliver the speech to everyone. That was a good job. And since I know that our outcomer is counting your unnecessary words to the audience, I noticed that you have a great improvement since your last speech. You're using last on and last unnecessary words. And also, you're using the simple, your personal story that makes me pull into the speech you want to give to us. But the thing that I want to give you some humble suggestion is that there are so many people, 60 people in the room. Maybe next time you can take good eyes to see everyone in this room for improving your speaking skills next time. So to summarize, I'm really impressed by your speech. And also I see a great deal of improvement, and I also see a potential for continuing growth as you going on your prepared speech. So looking forward to your next speech in the future. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jamie. And in every Toastmaster meeting, we have 3 facilitators to make our meeting successful. And you have seen the timer, the encounter, and the third one is the language evaluator. Sometimes we call him grammarian. Let's welcome the handsome gentleman, Howard.
Thank you, Tony. It's my honor to be with you here at CHB. My profession is interpretation, so I think it's proper for me to be the language evaluator because I'm using English and Chinese every day. First of all, I'm impressed by the English level, the high level of your presentation and your table topics and everything. My admiration for that, and you make me want to be your customer. Right. And I love your slogan right away when I saw the agenda. You said, with courage we evolve, with excellence we go further. And I just tried to Google it. And I can't find it anywhere on the internet, so it's original. It's great. It's a great slogan to walk by, and it's great to walk the walk and also talk the talk. And I will share with you my observations for some language use throughout the meeting, and we can all learn from this. There are some areas of improvement and also some great usage. For example, how do we say we learn by doing? So people say we're learning by doing, right? We can also say it's experiential learning. I love the adjective that we can use, experiential. That is to make experience an adjective, so experiential learning. And the pronunciation for courageous. Some people pronounce it as courageous. Courageous. It should be courageous. Yeah, it's a mistake. It's a mistake that many people make without knowing. That is putting the stress on the wrong syllable. So it should be courageous. Can I have a courageous, everybody? Courageous. That's great. And we talk about bravery, I love that. And somebody said, it's actually Case Bruce, Mr., our regional advisor, he said, your energy is contagious. I also love that. Your energy can be contagious. Everybody gets a share of your energy. And together, it's actually my word of the day for you. I picked sync. S-Y-N-C. S-Y-N-C. Sync. As a trendy verb. To sync is to get everybody on the same page so you know what's happening. You don't have different sources of information that everybody knows that you're going to the right direction. So sync. So we can combine sync, synchronize, with energy. Together, it's another new word. It's synergy. Synergy. It's a word that's difficult to translate. Somebody translated as 综效. 综效. So all together, it's bigger energy when you combine all the energy all together. And that's what I would like to share with you today, synergy. We're having great synergy in this room because, wow, this power and this dynamic, we're having a second club. And somebody said, you want to be careful, you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And somebody said to express your feelings. So we can hurt somebody's feelings and also express somebody's feelings. Shy away from something. To shy away is to avoid or to escape from something. We have a productive meeting. I love the adjective, productive. And in a timely manner. That's good. That is basically on time. And headquartered in a place. Headquartered. Placing the headquarter in somewhere. It's customized learning. What does it mean to customize something? When you go to a tailor shop, you customize your suits, right? So it's tailor-made. It's just for you. It's customized, made for a special customer. That is you. And to duck your pay, well, we don't want our pays to be ducked, right? But it's a special usage to duck, D-O-C-K, as a verb. That is to cut or to lower somebody's pay or to lower somebody something. And we know the word present actually has 3 different usage. We can present something to the audience, and when it's an adjective, it should be, the pronunciation will change. It's present, present. And also for a gift to give to somebody, Christmas present, Christmas present. Yeah, so be careful with the difference. And wounded, when you're hurt, you get a wound on your body. The pronunciation should be wounded. It's not wounded. It's wounded. And industry is not industry. Be careful with the 2. Industry. Everybody? Industry. Industry. I know it's like an English class, but it's okay. It's free. Industry. Yeah. Industrial will make it 工业的. That's another adjective. Yeah. So different sectors and different businesses, it's industry. And negative emotions. What other words we can use to describe that? Is negativity. Right? We have a lot of negativity in the room. We don't want that. We want a lot of positivity in this room. And to boost the morale, I think this is from Yulong. It's a great usage to boost morale. 提升士气. To boost the morale. It's a special pronunciation, morale. I believe it's from French or Latin. And the pronunciation for precious is not precious. So very treasurable. It's precious. Precious. Just like the Lord of the Rings, Gollum. Precious. Yeah, you know that. It's precious. Now you remember it. Now you won't forget. I'm a good English teacher. Yes. And finally, to be a good team leader or team player. That's great. When somebody is a team player, he or she works very well in a team. And not just independently, but also with his or her team members. And with this synergy, I would like to conclude my language evaluation session. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much, Howard, for the present so that we can improve our language, right? And we have another timer and our counter report. First, let's welcome Jason, the timer report.
Prepare speech. The time is 5 minutes and 53 seconds. And for table topics, Justin.
No problem, go ahead.
Just use 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Ivy, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Mike, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. For evaluation, Jamie used 2 minutes and 12 seconds. They are all within the limit.
That's all?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Jason. Let's give him a big hand. May I invite Ms. Blair for the on-counter report, please.
The prepared speakers. 1. Table topic. Justin. 1. Ivy. 0.
Wow.
Mike. 2. Jeremy. 2. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So you can see that the officer team, indeed, they did some preparations, right, before the meeting. Thank you very much, all. And let me conclude my overall general evaluation session. Usually, the general evaluator will give some comment or evaluation to anyone who haven't been evaluated. We'll start from the TMD or TME, and also the table topic masters, and also other evaluators. Usually, in our club meeting, we will have about 2 to 3 prepared speakers. So normally, we will have 2 to 3 individual evaluators. And we will also have a longer session for the table topic session. And we would like to invite someone who are not taking any role in the meeting to be a table topic speakers. So that is the usual situation for our normal meetings. And today, the table topic master, Elise, I like your sincere smile, and you successfully kept all the audience attention. And I like, in particular, your opening with a scenario that you met the chairman Zhang in the lift, and how do you respond to that, right? So if you can behave or give such a short speech as table topics, indeed it's quite useful and help you a lot in many scenarios. So I like that opening, and I will see that you are well prepared in giving the sets of questions, and those are very good questions. And all the questions are related to their theme, leadership, right? So good job, give her a big hand. And if in a normal meeting, usually the table topic session will be about 12 to 15 minutes. And I would challenge the table topic master, try to include about 5 to 6 speakers, so that more members could participate in the meeting, even though they are not in any role. And for the 3 facilitators, the timer, our counter, or the language evaluator, Howard, you can see that Toastmaster meetings, we can benefit a lot, not only by giving speeches, but by also being evaluators. Being evaluators, number 1 training is train our listening skills. You need to pay so much attention to pick up the R, L, you know, ha, unnecessary sounds, right? It's not easy. And for timer, wow, it's a big challenge. If you are going to time the table topic sessions, not only the individual speakers, you also need to time the whole session and control the overall meeting. Start on time and finish on time. That's a big challenge. And thank you for Teacher Howard, such a great language evaluation. And all in all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude being here. And indeed, 10 years ago, I first came to Taiwan. I worked in Taichung, and in the first floor of my work building, the working building, there was a Changhao Bank. So my first bank account for payroll, for salary, is in Java Bank. Thank you very much. And I still keep that an account active, but even though they have not much money. And lucky that today I can be such a witness to be here to see such a wonderful bank with a history of over 100 years in Taiwan, and the company is still growing, improving, and have a vision to be an international bank, so that there will be a career path for the young talents within the group. And I wish some days I can see Changhua Bank in every country like Toastmasters. And without further ado, let me conclude my general evaluation, and let me invite the gentleman, senior Toastmaster, Mr. Neil, to give the next session. Let's welcome Mr. Neil.